How are you? Ihani Ruiz, a Peruvian mining engineer, and I wanted to record this video to explain a little about this type of structures that time here if you realize it's got shape, layer, tabular form, or suddenly. You can also know how mantle, which is modeled in 3D for, finally make an estimate of the resources and reserves. This mineral structure, the right thing then would be to regularize this model morphological and lead to a model of blocks like you are looking here in this picture. Then, as you know, apply the block model would be normal and what has come doing for years, but the model of blocks generates certain inconveniences. To start, for example, does not represent faithfully the shape of the structure mineral in this case. If you realize it here, creates the ladder effect, and that can generate overestimates or underestimates of the resources of this layer. So what if there is a new method that avoids all that and represent faithfully the shape of the layer, or consider other variables that are not considered in the block model? Leave me to say that this method exists and is the Pentahedral method developed by the Dr. César Castañón Fernandez de Asturias, Spain, which in turn is the developer of mining software RecMin. Here you're seeing the same layer, right? Modeling, regularization, and estimated using the Pentahedral method, which are other geometric figures that replace the block model. Commercial software apply the method of the subcells or subblocks, but that does not solve the problem at all. There are drawbacks anyway. So here I'm going to talk to you of what is the Pentahedral method, right? All right. Here I'm going to show you this structure, and is the same as previously seen, is modeled and regularized by geometric figures which are not blocks but Pentahedrals. And if you realize keep more faithfully represents the power or the width of the structure mineral in its different parts, right? And you can also do the estimate of each pentahedron because it is a geometric unit. You can also use geostatistical criteria and make interpolations using the values of samples that they own the probes, right? 4. Apply the method. What we do is define the mineralized zones that the drilling has cut, and then we do the modeling of the layer of points. Said points we will estimate, right? For that you have an algorithm. I'll show you. The image here is correct. It represents this algorithm, and all is written in the program RecMin, which is a software of free license. That means that you have all this information to your disposition so that you can apply it, right? Well, the Pentahedral method, if you realize here, what the program used are no longer blocks but what you draw are other geometric units called Pentahedrals, as you are watching here, right? Then this unit represents faithfully the power of the grain by its sides. He notes that the 3 edges in the drawing depends on the value of the power that has been interpolated at each vertex of this triangle is correct. Then to calculate the volume of this figure is easy, and the average load of each pentahedron is also easy, also interpolated, and then you would be applying something similar to block model, but considering the faithful form of the structure mineralized. Okay, and another great novelty is that it considers samples above the cutoff. This cannot be done with a model of blocks. Do not consider the cutoff correct. Also with this method you can get reports in real time and Excel, and so know how many are your resources and reserves with a geological, and then also get information if is that this layer is defined a minimum width of or overfishing of exploitation in the law, final dilution, and with that information, you can evaluate if it is still profitable to exploit this mineral layer. Then all that offers you this new method I'm talking about here. If you dare to get to know him, there are a scientific article about it published, and is at your disposal, freely. I'll leave you the link down here. Then if you do not know the mining software RecMin and would like to meet him, then go to the RecMin page.com, and here you can download free RecMin mining software. Okay, you can download updates and everything on this page. You can choose in Spanish, English or in Portuguese. Then if you want to go one step further to know the deepest RecMin, through my platform I offer you the online courses so you can learn how to use RecMin step by step through didactic tutorials. But if you are a professional of Spanish language and reticus in Spanish America, can you hire me to travel, face your company and train you about these RecMin software algorithms? Here on my platform you have a button to review the tutorials for installation of the RecMin program. I teach step by step how to download it and how to install it. Then if you want to receive a short course for that, you have an idea of what the potential of RecMin software, you have a button where you can sign up to a free 4-day course. Right. You have it in Spanish, English and Portuguese. You only have to sign up and classes will get to you via email for 4 days consecutive after knowing the material and my job. And if you want to know more and get a certification in the management of the RecMin program, you can contact me to offer you an advanced course, which are payment, but that's up to you. Criterion depends on your interest in this software. I repeat, the RecMin Mining Software is a free licensed software, is in Spanish and English, and they really do not have anything to envy the software licensed, and you can implement it in your project. Since it is a software free, I recommend it for small and medium-sized mining or junior exploration companies. Right. This Pentahedral method is also adaptable for the case of narrow layers, and also if your samples are by levels and you do not use probes. Take samples by channels as in this example. Samples to register the law for power. Look at the picture. Representative is usually modeled with the classical methods, but it could also be to adapt the Pentahedral method. Look at the green figure. You have several recesses. With the method you could get something like this. As you will see, you have a layer, such as layers. Mineralized minerals with widths of 20 centimeters, 50 centimeters. This method I think it would fit. Find narrow layers. The good thing about this is that each pentahedron, or each point of a layer, you can interpolate using a interpolation algorithm, and you would no longer be in the hope of only draw a solid for calculate the volume and average the average law. The Pentahedral method would help. This is what the method offers you. Pentahedral, and if you want to know him a little more, you can enroll in courses that I say to you of the RecMin program you have herein. On the www page, RecMin.com, go to this button and sign up in the course depending on your language. Do not worry, the courses are with audio in Spanish, with audio in English, and with audio in Portuguese. Okay, although the audio in English and Portuguese is robotized about anyway. Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you about of the kindly Pentahedral method. If you want to contact me, here you have email, or you can also register on the website to register for the course. There you leave me your email and to be able to send you the information. Okay, a hug. Any worries, consult me under